Well, good morning. Isn't this a lovely day spot that we got here? I don't know if you heard the birds chirping. Sun's going to come out. It's going to warm up. I got a lovely end spot here at this local park. Behind you is San Pablo Dam. Over here and all around you are the grove of eucalyptus trees. Smells wonderful. We're just going to spend the afternoon here. I've never been to this park. We're going to use our brand new Engwe EP2 Pro e-bike. What do you think of that? I got it in this beautiful Ultramobility orange. This is sponsored. This was given to me in exchange for me doing an honest review. They placed no restrictions on me about what I could and couldn't say about it. And so I'm going to ride it around here at the regional park a little bit. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you how I assembled it. And I'm going to give you my opinion, comparing it to another couple e-bikes. I reviewed an earlier e-bike. I had another e-bike years before, prior to that. But this one is, this one's pretty nice, I must say. It's, as you can see when I was pulling it out the back, it's bigger in all respects than the other e-bike, the white e-bike that I had. Its frame is bigger and more substantial. The tires are bigger, the wheels are bigger. The battery pack is bigger. And so the consequence, it's a heftier, much more sturdy bike. And the consequence of that is that it is heavier. It's 10 pounds heavier. And so I haven't tried mounting it on the back bike rack. I probably could get it up there. It'd be a little bit of a struggle, but the tires are fatter. They're 4-inch all-terrain tires on 20-inch wheels. And so I'm not sure that they'll fit into the tire tracks on the bike rack that I have. And then in addition, that 10 pounds being heavier, I just worry a little. It's approaching the maximum weight that bike rack, the Thule bike rack that you can get as an option, comes with Panoramic. The one that mounts on the doors, not on the hitch. So the maximum weight of that bike rack is 75 pounds, and I think this is around 75 pounds. So it would be the maxed out weight. So in any case, we folded it up and we slid it into the garage. Now, you should be aware that on the Panoramic, at least, it wouldn't be true on like the Revel or some other coach necessarily, but on the Panoramic, it's even when it's all folded up and the handlebars folded down and the seats taken off, this piece right here on the handlebar, it's just a smidge too tall. You cannot slide the e-bike into the back of the garage, unfortunately. It's just a result of just everything being bigger. The white one that I had, the white e-bike, if you took the basket off the back, you could slide that in. There's a little there's a kickstand here. There's another little stand here. It's not a kickstand. It's a stand for when you fold it. You saw it. That would let it sit upright. But this one's just a little bit, it's just a little bit too big all around the frame, the tires and everything. And so it's just a quarter of an inch or half an inch too tall. So that means that you have to kind of slide it in at an angle or lay it on its side. So if you do that, just be aware, it is easier getting in and out though. I put a tarp down, as you saw, just to make it easier to slide it in and out without damaging the floors. And then I did put towels around it so that when I'm driving, any parts that might hit the sides of the cabinets wouldn't gouge it and mar it and things like that. So just a few little things you need to be aware of. But I've got to tell you, the ride comfort on this bike is exceptional. The other one was great. You know I like the other one, but this one's even better. I just think all around, because the frame's heftier, the motor's bigger, the battery pack is bigger, the gearing on it, or the electric motor, the way that it's tuned just seems to also be better. And so all around, I really enjoy riding this bike. It's a great bike. It's a great trail bike. It'll be a great bike to take most places that we're going to go to. Oh, the awning is slapping around. I got to watch it because we're in the wind, and our awning does not have wind sensors. Not that they necessarily do much good. I've had wind sensors on my awnings before, and in high winds, they didn't do much good at all. On my ascent the awning flipped all the way up vertically, even though it had a wind sensor. And it started retracting, but of course, as soon as it flipped up vertically, it just stopped retracting. And so what's the sense in a wind sensor? In any case, we're going to keep an eye on that. So let's take her out for a spin. Let's see what she's like. And these are great trails back here. You can see it's beautiful. And there's no one really on them yet. So let's go try it out. Fun. Okay, so you can see that this e-bike, this Engwe, has a lot of power. It definitely has pick up and go, and it can just get up and go like no problems, and going up hills no problems. So I like that larger motor on it, and the battery pack, it's 30% larger. I mean, I've been just kind of going around here in the park, and we still have it's full. It hasn't gone down one bar yet. So I mean, yeah, it's heavier for sure, but you get a better ride, you get bigger tires, better grip. If it just feels like it holds the ground and holds the trail better. So all in all, I mean, I think it's actually worth the extra weight, to be honest with you. I'll figure out a little bit of a better solution for the garage, but I think I don't think it's a deal breaker by any means that it's 10 pounds heavier. That's my opinion so far. Okay, let me show you the battery here. There's a little lockable latch here, and you just flip it, and then it's pretty easy. You just open it up like this, and the battery is right here. Now you can see this is a large battery pack. This one is 13 amps of power out of this. Okay. There's the key that you put in the bottom through here that will activate it, and there's a charge port right there. It's pretty heavy, that feels like it's at least 10 pounds. At least 10 pounds. So slide it back in. Now, if you want to fold the bike up, we're going to put the key in to lock this so that it doesn't come out on us. There we go. So to fold this, we already have it in this position. So you just fold it like this, and then there's a little stand there. Then you can use this also has a lockable on the handlebars, so you can just release it. And the handlebars can also fold down pretty small, like that. And then the pedals have a little, you just pull it in and they collapse as well. Okay, and then you can just quick release the seat and push it all the way down, or take it out completely. And so normally, if you have a big enough garage area, you could just leave it standing like that, and it would be perfectly fine. But so the height here with the handlebars down, this piece right here is just about a half an inch too tall to fit into the Panoramic like this. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But it can still go in there. You just have to like tilt it this way and slide it in when you put it in. Lock it in place. And then this comes this way. There's a little handle here. See this? There's a little handle. Helps you lift it and helps you get it kind of in line. Snap it in place. And that's it. Good to go. Just like that. Well, after a fun day riding, it's always nice to have a little bubbly drink. So we're going to do that along with our meal. This is our little bubbly maker. I got another little something. Our meal's heating up in the microwave. This is an RV ice maker, or ice tray. Silicone lid, silicone itself, and you just, when you put the water in it and put the lid on, it makes it, it seals it. It's waterproof. You can turn it on its side, you can turn it upside down. I've tried it and no water comes out. So it's perfect for when you're going down the road, making your ice. You don't have to worry about it spilling. And it makes nice, it's 15 cubes. And it makes nice big square cubes here. I don't know, for me, it's a little bit fancy to have ice in your drink. So I'm just gonna put a couple in there. I haven't quite figured out how to get it. Oh, there we go. You push from the bottom. There we go. Ooh. Still had a little pressure in it. It popped out. Ooh. Oh, it's pretty bubbly. Oh, it's nice and fizzy. There we go. Cheers. Ooh, I love the chinkle of the ice cubes. That's quite nice. It's always just a lot of fun, even if it's just a day trip like this. I feel like I'm camping. You know, there's no one around. We're in nature. Just behind you are beautiful green hills. In front of you are these eucalyptus trees. Little squirrel over on the fence watching us. It's just so enjoyable to be with you while we take the RV out. This to me is why you own a Class B. You know, throw the e-bike in and go explore a little bit with it, have a nice lunch. Private the setting is, it's so private. Yeah, life's good, right? Life's good. Count our blessings. Okay, our gourmet lunch is done. Let me show it to you. Might need a little salt and pepper here, but let me show you. I made this the other day, and so it's a blackened salmon Cajun on pasta, zucchini pasta. What do you think of that? So we have our little fancy meal going here. Outside, I've already tasted, so I know it needs a little bit of salt, not a lot. And of course, a little bit of pepper. And we have our nice sparkling water that we made with our ice cubes. Pretty fancy. Let's try this. That salmon has those Cajun spices on it. The pasta, just cheesy enough with the Parmesan, and the zucchini is spiced. With some garlic spice. So you have a lot of nice textures between the pasta, the softness of the zucchini, and then you got the meatiness of the salmon, the seared salmon. It's quite lovely. This was a very simple meal to make. It took only 15 minutes or so. After you blacken the salmon, it was just really the pasta. You brown the zucchini just a little bit in the pan, just to give it a little color and soften it up a little bit. And then you mix the zucchini in with the pasta as the pasta's finishing. And then just have the salmon resting, and then just put the salmon on the top when the pasta's done. And that's it. Throw some Parmesan cheese on the top and got yourself a nice little meal. There's beautiful green hills behind you, and we're in a grove of eucalyptus trees. Birds are flying overhead. These beautiful white clouds are moving above you, blue, peeking through these azure sky. Take a look. There's just something about being able to do this. Just come here for the afternoon. So private. Do a little forest bathing. Recharge. You know, my Apple Watch gave me a little alert today that said that my resting heartbeat had declined, which is a good sign. It's good for cardiovascular. So it's probably all this forest bathing and relaxing we've been doing. I really want to thank you for joining me. It just makes it that much more special. Feeling blessed. We're very lucky to be able to do this together. Very blessed. Well, that wraps it up for this week's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. It was nice being able to test out the Engwe bike. If you guys want, when this video releases, there's some nice discounts that you can get on it right now. They'll be in the description below. But even if you're not an RVer, I think this is just, it's a great bike. It's very well built. And yes, it is hefty, but it all translates, I feel, to like a better ride. I'll definitely be bringing it with us on trips, for sure. It'll be stored in the garage, and the other one will be on the bike rack. But I like it that much. I do. So check it out. It's engwebikes.com. I'll put the little URL in there so you can go check them out. But I want to thank them for sponsoring the bicycle, and we'll be putting it to good use. So thank you all very much, and I'm going to wrap up here, and then we'll see you next week. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.